ASEMPA nyina say government directs telcos to effect 10 to 15% data bundle increase from July 1st. And there's Sam George now, MPP for almost time Sam George, because Sam George onya bayira brewadwie makachire mo ha. I've had my own issues in the past with him because I wanted to straighten him. And he accepted it in good faith. And today Sam George is a better person, a better minister. A minister, when you come toe to toe banter or be bantao, on can't just a minister, if I give back assumption, he will reply you. And you cannot take that away from him. That is him. That is him. Into one junior say, Ebia Sam George, or yeah, Obia or fool, Ubetimia could dinner temo Twitter, and Jama or Kodia, then forget. Because apart from him being minister, he needs to protect his integrity. When you throw things at him on Twitter, he will throw things back. Because apart from politics, without him being minister, no, or a family and a personality to protect. Into more MPP for Kwasiafono, and I'm junior must say, you have the right to spill shit, but nobody has the right to respond. Dabi. When it is necessary for him to respond, he will respond. If you can't take that shit, then walk. That is how it works. Now, Sam George or a minister, and there are some panaba, and Ramikachiremo. Mr. Sam George has a package for you people today. And in the history of the Republic of Ghana, this is the first time a communication minister under 5 months is making serious inroads. We changing the face of the communication ministry, and they are buying Edema Ghana for to enjoy. This is what we call governance and leadership. Now, and your press conference, and the data obeto ye Oslawusu krom 4 Oslawusu and then the MPP for area mo na mu media for MPP account for media protect Oslawusu. Emani di dream boy a chrono and Sam George aba in less than 5 months. Waba abeti data so shim and the kwateketu abetuma yeso. And the tip on koso le frog on betuma internet so ache. And then kwasiaphobia omunye adwuma omope YouTube views the edidi insuo form omotete nsuo di semponchire ni ba omobetuma nya data keka kwasiasem. It is all because courtesy of Sam George Nyansa emoa. Sam George inti mubetuma record wache. Sam George inti enkwasiafo ntwabo ate semo omotete YouTube etiti Facebook content akan konfo ho asam yetua kwensama mo edi abomo bra akoware no Sam George nti ende mo benya sika kakra ade aden edi akoware inwan nti nka mo nyina nka nadwi nka mo da ka mo mbompaye mo wi amo say in the name of Sam George na nkwasiafo mo nkoda mo dwe say MPP betumi de mo aba power mo bodam. And this is what we want, a leadership. This is what we want people we give responsibility to do. Your money responsibility, and he's delivering. He's delivering. And who Ghana ni ben nyansa about problem with Sam George. The job he's doing. MPP for the 8 years they couldn't do it. Ask yourself why. Because the MPP is a political party. About power. It's about enriching themselves and fooling some group of people to believe say they are part of them. And in there, but umia trofo otumi ede emo to Jimmy mo da Ghana youth mom ope bibia da bibinia emo ne nam o my say nkraman ba omi atumi gather young boys and young girls or some mundi na afom timi hey ba omi be the president kwasia your value is just rice, 1 cup of rice. The anya say ya nia Jimmy to Jimmy na ya de akokọ na ya to so o se ba omi be the president abotoruwa na. If this is how Mopese run Ghana, ignorant people, I'm Ghana, young people, you can't even think. Because say Jumana Mokoya de Baomiaba power no, Moya data, and tomato data, no matter the amount of money about Omiad Bamamo, moon to me and message Bianco Babia. Sam George is giving you room for you to people to fool and get money to feed yourselves. Now, Sam George, Jumadia Wedinim, he is delivering. And that is all that I need. Sam George can do whatever he wants to do. When he delivers, I don't care. Because Sam George is a minister. Or ye Jumama Ghana. A Juma media man no. Or boss a Jumana. Dia can infame. You can hate him for who he is. I don't care. You can pick a fight with him. He can respond to you. He can do whatever. But as far as a Juma Yadiamano as Ghanaians, Sam George deliver. I am fine with him. And he's delivering. And he's showing the difference between Onyanseni Otumiya Nejuma from Otrofo Aslawusu. Onse and then Makuma about from ya. You don't know how to come back. Now Maminju Jamunchiramu. And more. You told me the Olonka 1 cup. Now from with him. We the president kwasi anti mo value nyina ya mo. Mo Jimmy. Now Sam George ASEMPA no enie. Massive data bundle increase coming. Or say July 1st no omo ba be increase eye dean with data auto data or bundle no be kosoro. Nende otete ho e magana fo enyina hu eye nyoma ode atoto kwan mu. We are NDC about 5 months pe. Mami nyudwa munchiro MTN or see MTN. Moi na moto MTN no and the 15% increase in all data bundles currently offered by the network. Or see NDC are buying any MTN atrasi. Emma omo dinsa woso aba agreement to say omo di 15% e data na moto no omo di ohamu enchichemu edunum ebeka ho. 1st July ya na start. Ompe we na opeka ya motium. Ya de mo konko ba ko da adam kwasiafo so obetumi obodam. Into ujujema MTN say mo ana moto eye bundle na eye 399 Ghana na moto no. And or say eye 92 gigabyte no. And sa 399 na moto no. Emam 92 biom. Right now ebemam 214 gigabyte. Uja. Otia. Kwasia. When you start punching it here na yase. Moke kan kwasi asem emu konkonti emu to Jimmy munti. This is what we mean by governance, making lives for the people easy. Oma nipano oma brabo aye easy. Sam George through the policies NDC for John Mahama buying in 5 months oma ti data so data na moton 399. Almost 400 Ghana na mutia munya 92 gigabytes no. And Sam George is a moto data 399 ya bema 214. Kwasia bi ene de mo ada no. Oye se Ghana fo ejimi. Ya de 2 jimi na atomo. 2 jimi mo ene salanam. Boys we ejimi o. Emo 1 cup nti ba omi abe wini power. Mo hu fin se monum. Muhu fin se monum. We MTN the package no. Sam George ASEMPA naba. First ya click it. Now oba Telecel Ghana Telecom. O the ASEMPA na bo. Oba Ghana Telecom. I friend of Telecel. Sam George say almost omonya 10% increment. A 10% increase in all data bundles currently offered by the network. Into more we use Telecel no. Sa data na moto no 400 Ghana no. Na ye mamu 190 gigabytes no. And then Sam George say from 1st of July who use Telecel now auto data 400 Ghana and 190 gigabytes. Ye be mau 250 gigabytes. 250. Almost a double of what you used to get. Almost a double. Yeah, it's a mine. I will say NDC tinaso for 42 years. Sanyoma we ebedru point me no obeto data 20 Ghana na wenya almost 500. I'm telling you. That is what we are talking about. It is abai biba na onimnyansa na otutunyoma. You don't undermine. The reason why here but Womiani MPP for they are trying everything possible to distract Sam George and say they know what Sam George is going to do. They know Sam George is going to change the communications ministry. On himself, Sam George is going to negotiate. And Ghanaians will forget the MPP forever. And anytime mama Sala boys no and Kolana Sala mo video mo say Munko attack Sam George on Twitter. You can fool on Twitter, but the action is on the ground. Aha. Ana enamno wo sradia no wa ha. Twitter anybody can fool there. You can fool there and speak your mind there. Broni nati. What's now Jimmy one akoda? Yenim papa awoda so. Yenim so dross so attitude. So won't you rent yenim into bet match. But ahana one wo. And one was street so Yeni Wall Street is na yenya hotono, a one and one war. Sam George the and one about street so, and a wajan and I or Twitter, and I'm what to once and quasia four. Sam George I be trying to Twitter, and a muguso, and a mice and once na. Sam George took a shit on Twitter, and you guys are on it. You are flies. Sam George gave meat to the public, to the citizens. Yene enam sradiane na yepe, yes Twitter. Oh, bodam. Mami jujum into where you tell yourself what you know 10% increment. Into one I'm 400 Ghana no, motor 400 Ghana. Now munya 190 gigabytes. You see Sam George from the first no, auto 400 Ghana. Ubenya 250 gigabytes. Mi jujum Sam George na botre ya waha. Oyam from swa ya be tian, ya be correcto, ya be guido. Dia also ya Ghana ya be boa mo waye. You have taken a shit. Let them sit on the shit. There are flies on Twitter. Where a Airtel Tigo for Salah boys. A 10% increase in all data bundles currently offered by the network. Now, mo use Airtel Tigo no, namoto a bundle 400 Ghana no. First no under MPP. Now we talk 400 Ghana near about 195 gigabyte. And under NDC Sam George leadership our communication ministry no. And out of 400 bundle now you be 236 gigabyte. Egigim. Sam George took a shit on Twitter and the Salah boys are eating his shit. They are flies. Sam George is serving the people real meat on the street. Yeah, Sammy, I there for you. Oh boy, Jumano. And this is the reason why it's here. Ghana for the duano, they listen to this platform because me chirem. Inti Salah boys, you know, mon can't you me see me eko bedun kwa. None of them. That the funny thing is, I'm going to Salah boys when you put their platforms together, they cannot match me. None of them. In fact, the most interesting thing is say none of them can even do a live show 2 hours in a day. None of them. They cannot be consistent. Speak on content for 2 hours. All the things they do are pre-recorded. 20 seconds, 2 minutes, 4 minutes. What damn? What is easy? Live show. Being proactive. Your brain working. Explaining things for 3 hours. What is that kind of way, Jimmy? None of them can do this. They can be in cubicles and bunks and do 2 minutes, 3 minutes and cut. Hey. Go and record and cut. Record and cut. Man, I'm a professional editor. Yeah. I know everything about Premiere, not all these softwares you are using. Edit and cut. Record and cut. Oh, wait there, delete it. Put a picture on it. Let the video, put a background sound. Let B-rolls. Way more. You're prepared with them. No. You can't live show breaking issues down for 3 hours. You think what's the typical politics? Huh? Salah boys. You have no idea. Me say, I will nullify you people. 6 months, me go on platform. No. What is that form? This is what the government is doing. Talk and cut, record and cut, record and cut. Mo bodam. Now, my mention on you maybe as Sam George so Eddie Atukwem. Communication minister no, I know what you know. Or see, under his leadership, 5 months, 150 million investment pledged by operators. And yet, omoton data or Ghana. I'm talking about the telecommunication companies. Sam George no matanase. Emomo on sa shekrata say ombe contribute $150 million to invest in telecommunication operations in Ghana. Oti Ghana. Olokwa siate Twitter. Sam George takes a shit. The you people are clamoring on the shit. He's giving the people what they want. And Sam George ne MTN, Airtel, Tigo, Telecel, or Neo Matanase, or see. Third quarter 2025, sir, networks when Ebema Ghana $150 million. This is what we call being proactive, being a leader, somebody who thinks ahead. Ayamoya said the guy is solid, the guy is consistent, the guy knows his job. Enti Montiasie, Sam George is a small boy, or dying, Yagova Kokuramet na no mejimi. Sam George is going to serve you people Twitter. He's going to serve you shit, and he's going to serve the people of Ghana better meal. Meet no the my Wall Street so until I meet you mama Ghana for Salah boys and girls. Muhu fin. Sam George can send me mamin church him. Or see, he is preparing, or they are preparing what we call policy push for telecom tariff classification. Ministry seeking special electricity tariffs for telecoms to reduce operating costs and end user prices. Sesiano, omo de nyoma bi egu akwemu sene be ya eye den eye telecommunication companies no bills omo light bills no omo ni aban betena se na sebio omo tu anamo na eye anamo no betuno sa eye light bill no butua no omo mfa embegu eye ye ne customers so sene be ye nyina ye ho be henhan ye omo e de aban bibi afra no eye den policy omo de emra kene ebeto ama eye telecommunication companies no se omo bedi so se eka bi beda omo so a chinchina no omo mpia embegu eye den ye ne customers no so nti awo se aban ne omo tena se eba omo light bills se ne aban be bo omo se subsidy se aban ne omo keka ne wie se ne be omo nka se light bill ye tua ne doso nti ye pia eka na kogu eye customers so ana Ghana for so no aban ene omo betena se omo be draw eye emra na ye de abo omo adwuma ho e de ebra se ne be ya obi ntumi mfom. These are the facts, and these are waiting here to aba. These are the reasons into to aba enie into nobody should sit there and say Sam George is not working. Sam George is working. Sam George is delivering. You people are hurt. In 5 months, I dare Sam George here 8 years MPP could not do it. Now I'm mentioning another one. Spectrum expansion for MTN and Telecel. Now at a point under NPP, na MTN air Telecel. Master Krompa omo de air dien omo satellite sane can say to make it easy. Omo de bebo ho omo coverage na kwa no na omo nya space mpom biem. And cabinet approved additional spectrum allocation to improve service delivery. Baby o wa ichiro ko gina dua so ansa na wenya MTN. Baby also ko gina dua so ansa na wenya Telecel. And aban cabinet approve say yembie mu mo kakra na omo network ni enko achire more. This is what this government is doing. This is what Sam George aban papa nie. Oh problem, Sala boys. Mu fin. When a Ghana for pe and yet they no Twitter. No Twitter there's a kwase bia to be. You don't need money to open a Twitter account. Any fool can be there. So you can scream all that you want. You can make all the noise you want. The fact is on the ground. When a Ghana for pay Sala boys, your value is like alewa. Kwase for Sala more any idea any akoko 9 inti. But we win power. Kwase ya. We don't need win power. Sala niggas. Sala niggas and Sala boys. Now, tax reforms to drive lower prices. And Abain say ongoing engagement with finance ministry to rationalize tax handles in telecom sector. Intesi and Abain say finance minister any telecommunication companies we etnase omudin sawoso sene be ya aban no eba de etoa telecommunications for we no omutua ene de aban je a omobetumi emiti at a point a sebio omoso no omobetuma hinha omo a omobetuma tua tax dodo e de ama aban na aban so enya omoso mfaso nti it is a combination of the ministry, the government, and the telecommunication companies meeting at a point. And that is what a minister has to do. A minister has to be the springboard. He needs to let the communication companies or telecommunication companies understand what his government wants. And if he's able to bridge that gap, the government and the communication companies or telecommunication companies meeting at a point, that is the job of the minister, because the minister will have to broker that deal. He has to make sure Abino gets something out of the telecommunication companies, and the telecommunication companies too, at the end of the day, do not lose operating in our system. And you need a communications minister. He knows how to communicate. He knows how to bridge this gap. Let the people working in the country understand. Say, we cannot take advantage of the country. We cannot take advantage of the government, and the government too cannot take advantage of us. So we need to dialogue. This is what he's doing. He's making them understand. Say, taxes, you need some reforms in the kind of taxes you are paying, whether it has to go up, it needs to come down, and your contribution to the development of this country. So the minister is doing his job. But minister communication, attention. On an Ghana and a supi kwasi asem yen kananim because oye a motia bi ex girlfriend and oti MPP so and oti won odi nkwasiasem 5G na way 5G na oslo wusi so de bae no sala boys mu fin mu ko busa no sala niggas mo frɛ oslo wusi mo say 5G no way why say nine. Me, I don't take anybody on Twitter serious. When you go on Twitter, my page, I don't follow anybody on Twitter. Nobody who film ya ne draws to be not on Twitter can quasi asem. Me, I don't waste my time on Twitter. I am there, but I don't follow anybody. And I'm not forcing anybody to follow me because I don't take majority of the people on Twitter serious. Anytime guy says Sam George takes a shit on Twitter, he comes to deliver for the people. He's giving us Salah and Nampapa and Wawum. Salah niggas. Who film? Mungo busa Osla say 5G no way. Piglets. In some Dawson, I wanted you to know what Sam George has done. And Endeno was set a record. And I know, I believe, Makacha Sam George and Makacha this government, they should take proactive measures when it comes to sanitizing the media space in Ghana. I'll always say aban we na adwene so obetuni ne si radio na TV ho abra oni ngina so amenti ase. But if the government or reason, because your media space no are very, very poisonous. There are a lot of radio and TV stations in Ghana, they are not supposed to operate. They are not supposed to operate because most of them, they don't even have the requisite documentations to operate. The MPP put them in the system for them to misinform and disinform the system. And I'm expecting this government to take action. And they should take the right action. They should not abuse their power. They should not say radio, ABR, MPP 40 by force. No, you need to look in everybody's books. I've said this, and I'm still insisting because we need to clean the system. I want the government to look into media houses, their books. Are they paying their taxes? Are they using the right documentation? Yatiana chairman would because it's a papers by say sureties. So majority of these radio stations and TV stations in Ghana, for all you know, they are not using the right documentations and they are not even paying their taxes. We need to sanitize the system. So I will urge the government to take a look at that seriously. They should look into their books. They should look into their books. Are they paying their taxes? Are they using the right documentations to run the radio and TV they are running in Ghana? Because our system is too poisoned. We have a lot of media houses in Ghana. They are just poisoning the system because say time MPP never more power. They don't have the right documents and they are just putting shit in the system. The government should not target any radio or TV station and say, because we don't like you, you should like everybody, but everybody should abide by the law. It's one thing that I have always been championing, and I want the government to take a look at that, because on my way ananka saying, if the media, some of them, the NPP polluted Ghana, the media space with bad radio and TV stations, and I'm talking about bad documentation, and they were not even filing their taxes. Majority of them are not supposed to even operate in Ghana. Because Sika also butia near the sanitizing system. They were not. They captured the system, they took over the system, and they were polluting the system. Your body part they don't speak because they are not paying their taxes. Now they are indebted to the government. They sit on radio and TV and destroy the same citizens they are supposed to protect. So I'm pleading with the president and I'm pleading with the government. And with all due respect, this needs to be done. May say this needs to be done, and it has to be done now. With all due respect to the president, and I'm sending this message to the president himself, Mr. President. With all due respect, we want the media space to be cleaned up. No targeting. The law should be applied. The rules should be applied. If you are not doing the right thing, if you are not applying the right rules, if you are not using the right documentations, if you are not filing your taxes, you need to have a special committee that looks into the books of every radio TV stations in Ghana. Close them down. Let them know you cannot operate illegally in Ghana. If your books are not clean, go back and clean it up and come back. If your books are not clean, go back, clean it up and bring it back, because we need to make sure we have a media, TV, radio that is not indebted to any government. The moment radio and TV become indebted to a government, then they start to do the government propaganda. They start to lie to the people because they are scared to be shut down. And that is what is happening to Joy News, Joy FM. When a media house start getting into debt, they start going against the law. They start knowing that they are in the red. They start to do the bidding of a government. And that is what happened under Kufuor. There were so many media houses in Ghana who were not paying taxes. They knew they were not paying taxes. They did not use the right documentation to file, to be able to broadcast. They knew their start, everything about them was illegal. But because they know, say, Omo committed crime, they had no option than to work for the government. I don't want that to happen in Ghana. And first of all, the government should start looking in the books of these radio stations. If any radio station you see the right documentation, why don't you allow them to operate? They have to. But if anybody is using any fake documentation, not applying the rules, are not paying taxes, especially if we want to reset our system, people are not supposed to evade taxes. The government, they need to look into this and make sure the right thing is done.